Research has shown that about 70% of Ghanaians live in slums. Sodom and Gomorrah is arguably the biggest and most populated slum in the center of Ghana's capital. A visit to the community reveals a complicated world that is both vibrant and treacherous, a scene of filth and a battered but enduring sense of hope. The hope of a better future for the children of Sodom and Gomorrah, who are now struggling to survive. They walk barefooted under poor sanitary conditions. The children here do not have access to quality education. Not even a single government school can be found here. The existing schools are set up by the slum dwellers to enable their children acquire education. This is one of the daycare centers at Sodom and Gomorrah. More than 50 children are crammed in this small structure.
I'm currently at the daycare center. As you can hear, the children here are crying for help. Most of the children sit and sleep on the floor.
The room is extremely warm and the daycare center lacks basic facilities. These children are taken care of by this old woman. She says she has been doing this for several years.
You cannot song to be so mad and nothing yasam. Don't be home. The men back up so beer and all adelatim. I would that you man can I will kind. This is most ramblers, aren't it?
One of the major challenges that the woman is facing over there, or the woman as such, because she's not the only woman taking care of the children in this area. So normally, she may not even think, it is serious on the child that she's feeling sick. And until she will be getting to know that it is very serious, then people have to come in.
The parents of these children pay an amount of 50 pesos per child, which is less than $50.
Adjacent where the heat is produced is the daycare center. Everything generated here, the heat, the chemicals, is transferred directly into the daycare center. And as you can see, there's even an opening here. The heat, everything passes through here. The heat here is simply unbearable, and I can feel it here. This is the situation that the children find themselves. There's no toilet facility here. They don't have a place where they bath. They bath them here. They eat here, they cook here, and they do everything in this daycare center. And whenever it rains, the roof leaks badly.
The public relations officer of the Ghana Education Service, Paul Krampa, indicated that his outfit is not aware of any of such daycare in the city.
The Metro Directorate has got a private school section, so I think they will take up that issue, now that you have brought it to my notification.
But the mayor of Accra says he is aware of the existence of such a daycare and stressed that the inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah are squatters and would be dislodged.
That school should not be there. It's an illegal operation, as part of the illegal conditions at Sodom and Gomorrah. It must not exist. The children there are being subjected to conditions that are not in their own interest.
Child rights advocate Brighter Pia says it is unacceptable for children to be living in such conditions.
When you look at children, vulnerable children, the immediate support that they require, the service of a social welfare officer, to be able to also see to it that the interests of the children are paramount. But in this matter, it clearly shows that those services are not there for those children. And also for you to run a daycare center, you need to also be accredited by the appropriate institution to be able to do that. So it means that there is some kind of negligence in the process of recognizing the fact that you need to have a legal certificate to be able to operate a daycare center.
The people here are languishing in poverty as governments over the years have not been able to address their issues. The youth leader of the area, Swali Sudana, indicated that access to quality education in the community remains a mirage.
There's no government school here, and we've been crying to the government and NGOs, and we are not seeing anything on that issues. We can only find that the children are just roaming around, and there's no way to help them out.
Some of those who remain undaunted end up here, one of the basic private schools in the slum. The proprietors of the school expressed concern about the inability of their parents to cater for their needs.
Some of the parents can't pay their school fees. Even if they will come and tell me, they will go and sell their things before coming to pay their fees for the children to take their lunch.
We are just here suffering, we don't have anything to do. So I only beg the government to help us so that we can get somewhere better, so that we will be comfortable ourselves there and do something small.
The children here are hungry for education.
I want to become a doctor in future. I want the government to help us so that our school will look nice.
This is one of the several daycare centers and schools located in the heart of Sodom and Gomorrah. Some of the children here are fortunate to have uniforms, others do not. Now, beyond this ceiling is another class. The children have to climb this staircase in order to get to the top. Education in Ghana is said to be a right, but if education is a right, why should children undergo this kind of trauma?
The 1992 Constitution of Ghana stipulates in Article 25 that all persons shall have the right to equal educational opportunities and facilities, and with a view to achieving the full realization of that right, basic education shall be free, compulsory, and available to all. The director of Amnesty International Ghana, Lawrence Amisu, has expressed disquiet about the plight of the children in the slum.
The whole area is unhygienic. However, children live in this place barefoot. They play in the garbage that you find there, and then eat in it. They cook and eat, and the health situation of the children is very bad.
Others who cannot make it to school engage in all kinds of dangerous activities to make ends meet. Most of them depend on e-waste for survival. They burn these computers to retrieve certain objects from them for sale.
This is the final destination for old computers and other discarded electronic gadgets from abroad. The children in the slum try to egg out a living by selling the scrap, but the toxic elements in the scrap are slowly poisoning them, which may eventually lead to their death. The computers of the rich are poisoning the children of the poor.
It is very injurious to their health, because of the burning. They tend to inhale these nauseous, gases, and this affects them negatively. They have a lot of, if you go over there, you see them with complaining of respiratory infections. Respiratory related disease is very common over there.
Some of the children say they do this daily to enable them get a meal. Children everywhere should live in a safe and sound environment, have access to quality education, and guaranteed equal opportunities to realize their potential. But these basic needs could be a luxury for the children of Sodom and Gomorrah. This situation is likely to impact negatively on the attainment of the Millennium Development Goal of universal primary education by the year 2015.